The timeline of everything really starts like this. My partner Dee Wells and I started OSD, the first sneaker podcast in the industry in '07. By 2009, we started doing a lot of consulting gigs and stuff for brands and independent retailers and folks like that who, as a result of the podcast popularity, started coming to us and hiring us to help them with their businesses, big major sneaker brands included. And we finally had to have a real conversation with them around why they don't have people of color and more women working in their hiring ranks, but you keep calling in outside consultants to do things that someone full time could be doing and you wouldn't have to pay us. Like, yeah,
Mm.
that's cool. We'll take your consultant money. We'll take your meals, your travel, your free gear. We take all that.
Yep.
But you'd be saving a lot more money in the long run if you just let us in the door to do what you keep calling us for on occasion, cleaning up your dirt before it reaches the outside and all those things that we were doing. So they finally came clean and said, we don't know how to talk to people of color and women professionally about jobs and careers. Could you help us? And that's what
Mm.
we did. That's
Wow.
when social studies was born in 2011. So you fast forward to 2023, after years of college partnerships and teaching with brands and all over the world, teaching in different capacities, we never had our own physical headquarters. And in 2018, we went out on a quest to finally seek out space to set up our own community based hub for things.
Mm.
So we opened this space in 2023 here in Dunbar, Brooklyn, right under the Manhattan Bridge in a very culturally and artistically thriving neighborhood. Um, and since we've opened our doors, we've been embraced and we've done some really good things that we want to continue to do. Um, Simply because once we opened our doors, it was more like if you build it, they will come. And once people knew we built this place and that it existed, the conversations changed. It got a lot easier to create the educational partnerships and build out the educational experiences that we've been wanting to do.
I tell you, man. First of all, I'm just overwhelmed with everything you all get. It's almost like a fivefold ministry. you know, what you guys are doing, man. Like I'm looking at the classes that you guys offer there, man. You got the social studies strictly for ladies. You got the
Yeah,
cinema soul, meaning like
yeah,
the history of sneakers in the movies. It's like, man, elements that you guys that I wouldn't even say you guys, elements that you all are teaching. It's
uh-huh,
things that as consumers we have we don't know the
yeah.
backdrop to that at all, man. So I guess my question for you is that what is it that obviously you want folks that's coming in there to see it differently, earn some money, grow, be creative, all of those things. But I guess I'm asking more on a personal level. What is it
Uh-huh.
that Sean Williams want us to know? And the people that you teach, what is it that you want them to get?
I wake up every day coming in here to do a job, and it isn't a job. It's actually a real purpose for
Mm.
me. After 30 years of working in corporate America, I'm literally every day waking up and coming into a place where I click on the lights and I sit down and do work and contribute to greater work that's going to help people get out of the doldrums of where they want to avoid,
Mm.
or places that they've been for years and they've had no way out.
Mhm.
They didn't see sneakers as an alternative to being forced to go work for that accounting firm or that law firm, or do those things that college pushes you and steers you towards without telling you any other options because they have a relationship with certain companies that they
Mhm.
have to keep going. So they have to keep funneling you a certain direction, right?
Yep.
And then here we come, tapping people on the back, going, yeah, sure, you have 20 years experience as a lawyer. That doesn't mean you have to go and work for that company over there just because everybody in your same travel of life and expertise goes to work there. Every sneaker company has lawyers. They sue each other left and right every week. Legal teams at sneaker companies are thick. Legal firms that consult for sneaker companies are deep. So you're talking then, you're talking intellectual property, you're talking all these different aspects of law that they weren't thinking about.
Mm.
Realizing, wait a minute, I don't have to be LeBron James on court wearing the brand. I don't have to be that influencer who collaborates with the brand. I could literally be involved with this on a level where it's fulfilling for me. I'm getting paid and no one to fucking see me.
Yeah.
Yo, it's funny because I think about the two most popular, well, one's a boot, but the two most popular companies that has benefited off our culture of wearing their product is
Timberland.
Nike and the Timberland boot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're the two biggest.
Yep.
Now I wonder what does they diversity, creativity look like in their companies.
Every company in the sneaker industry is still struggling with doing what's right in terms of diversity, equity, and inclusion. No company is getting it right. I'll tell you that right now. There ain't one company that makes sneakers that can shake their hand at the others and go, well, you should be like us. They all suck at it.
Ain't no doubt about that,
But
man.
it's just like other industries. Other industries, those companies all suck at it too. So to bring awareness to the fact that the sneaker industry is no different opens up the conversation to, all right, well, what's actually happening in the sneaker industry now that you said that? And that sort of builds the conversation bridge to what we do. So I get to, do this work and have these kind of conversations that literally open up a world of opportunity for people where they didn't see it before.
Mm.
I love talking to people who their first statement to me is, well, I'm not a sneakerhead and I don't know much about sneakers, but I love talking to those people. I don't want to talk to sneakerheads half the time because they think they know everything.
Yep.
And then I have to dispel a lot of the myths of what they thought. And then their ego is hurt.
Hey, Sean, dude born in the 90s, think he know everything about being a sneakerhead. Like born in the 90s, gonna be able to tell you, oh, man, dude, do your research, man.
Well, the sneaker companies, and this is Nike and Jordan in particular, have done a really good job of, by retroing sneakers, leading people to believe that by the time they get them, that's the beginning of the story.
Yep.
They've mastered that.
The nail on the head, Sean.
Well, I think that's one of the things Nike has always said. They say, we're not a gym shoe company. They're like, we are a marketing company.
Well, they don't say it, but we know what it is.
Absolutely.
Nike and Apple are the two best marketing companies in the world. They're undisputed. Those two are the best. But those of us who have been around long enough for the true origin story of a lot of these products, we understand that those products were engineered and made to fail so that they could put them back out again. So, in 85, Air Jordan 1s were not popular in New York. We hated those shoes.
Interesting.
This was a New York Nick town in 85. This was all about Patrick Ewing and those guys.